What's up with it? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content, all of my videos. Now, last night, the Warriors defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 96-82. But we all know what the story was and what the headline was coming into this game that has been dominating it for maybe, I would say, about like 3 weeks. A couple of the LDBC brothers have already been on point with covering it, such as the brother Ticket TV, and of course the boy Two Raw for TV. If you haven't subbed to both of those guys, definitely go sub to them brothers. Uh, it was a much anticipated return of Klay Thompson, and as you know, he is my favorite Warriors, one of my favorite players to watch. Uh, the reason why I haven't really been as, I guess you could say, adamant about really covering it coming up into this game is because I was kind of skeptical as how Klay was going to look, because I don't want Klay to come out and then end up having to be out even more because of any negative situation that could possibly take place. However, Klay Thompson, man, in him being out for nearly 2.5 years, almost 3 years, played 20 points. I mean, sorry about that. Played 20 minutes, had 17 points, um, 3 rebounds and 1 assist, and even had a monstrous dunk. Uh, I think it was in later in the second quarter. I think it might have been the second quarter, but just came down and just threw it down nasty to let people know, okay, hey, look, I might have been gone for a while, but let make no mistake about it, I'm still the same Klay. Now, look, I don't want people to think that I want him to automatically come out, uh, putting himself in a position or pushing himself in a position to where he could potentially get hurt again. That I don't want to see. So I'm glad that his minutes were limited. He's still not 100%. You know what I'm saying? Despite all of that, that's not the Klay that we're accustomed to seeing. Uh, However, him coming back and him being gone for as long as he was, and him being able to put up 17 points, that was magnificent. And then on top of that, he looked happy out there. You know what I'm saying? And then it ignited and it inspired the Warriors team. Now, what's up with it, Matt? Oh, so you're a Warriors fan, Matt? I didn't know that. That's weird because, okay, I'm thinking you was gonna be with Cleveland. But anyways, man, y'all, that's weird. You know, are you talking about the 49ers too, man? Because y'all made the playoffs. See, okay, look, Matt, who you with, man? Because you all over the place. Okay, okay, you talking about the Niners. All right. No, 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 don't give me that, man. I'm not even going. Don't even do that, Matt. You, my boy. But you and Lou, y'all were doubting your own team the whole time. I told Lou that yesterday. I I had more faith in your team than you did. You was up in there. Oh yeah, we got to get rid of Jimmy G. I'm tired of Jimmy G. Even before the season had started, you remember? You was up in there. Yeah, man. Man, even before he even played a snap, you was ready to get Trey Lance in there. Oh man, we got to get rid of Shanahan. No, 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 don't do that now, Matt. Don't do that now. Look, now you happy they winning. Man, you didn't even hey look, you didn't even want to step on the stream for like several weeks at a time because you were so angry. Nah, look at you. Oh man, you capping now, man. Talk about Jimmy K too. Listen, in the beginning of the season, nigga, you didn't even want to mention his name. See, that's what killed me about y'all. You and Lou, y'all two was like, get rid of Shanahan. Y'all didn't even want to look at Jimmy G play. Y'all was saying how trash he was. Y'all was ready to move on from him. Now he done made it. He done took down the Rams, and now y'all happy. Look at y'all, man. Y'all something else. But congratulations to the 49ers. I have more faith in y'all team, and I ain't even no Niners fan. I just wanted to see y'all make it. I wanted to see Jimmy G triumph through all of the adversity. But we gonna talk about that later. Anyways, man, Klay Thompson, man, he's back. Now he's gonna have to struggle a little bit, of course. His shot still isn't all the way there because he's a very efficient shooter. He's a very efficient shooter, and on top of that, he doesn't miss like too many close shots yesterday. Like he was still trying to get his rhythm back, of course. And I mean, come on, man, two and a half years, almost 3 years. I mean, come on, you're gonna expect that. There's gonna be some rust involved or whatever. But you can't sit here and rush the guy. Be like, oh yeah, we got to get him ready for the playoffs, all this other stuff. Even when as the season progresses, don't expect him to be, splash brother this and splash brother that. Me personally, I don't even want Klay, really starting for the simple fact that the Warriors are, like I said in the beginning, they're doing good, you know, without when Klay wasn't there. But make no mistake about it, there is no Bay without Klay. I want people to understand that. I want to make that abundantly clear. Now, the interesting thing that is going to really need to be seen is how it's going to play out with Andrew Wiggins and some of the other new guys that are on there, being that he's back now and everything. Now, I don't think that guys are going to be disgruntled or angry or feel some type of way because they're winning. Now you know what I'm saying. Uh, but it is going to be interesting to see. Okay, now that Klay is back and everything, it's going to be some guys. They're probably not going to say it right out, you know, out of their mouths or anything like that because they're just happy just to be playing. But I know some guys are like, okay, well, we put in work, and for these last couple of years, and for the guys that haven't been there that long, however long that they've been there, and so shoot, we deserve to keep everything as is in the rotation, you know, and that's going to be the interesting thing to see. I'm wondering how Curry is gonna play that out because we all know that Draymond didn't play yesterday, but see another way that you could look at that too is the fact that they have so many weapons now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Klay gets back 100%. Plus, Klay is the championship champion, so of course, he deserves, rightfully so, he deserves, you know, input and say so or whatever because he's been there. He's been at the biggest stage. He's been under pressure situations. The reason why I keep saying no Bay without Klay is because see, a lot of people don't understand why I like Klay Thompson a lot. You know what I'm saying? And listen, some people think that it's a thing where I like Klay Thompson, but I can't stand Steph Curry. No, because I was defending Curry. You know. a couple days ago with people saying that he was struggling and all this other stuff, and I was just basically saying that he's working on other things, and if you look at other aspects of the game and stuff, and on top of that, the win and loss column, I mean, you can't just sit there and just put you can't look at every single minute detail in terms of the shooting aspect and all this other stuff. You got to look at other intangibles too. Okay, yeah, he might not be shooting such a great percentage or anything like that, but when you have other intangibles that he's focusing on, and on top of that, they're winning ball games and stuff, then really you shouldn't really be criticizing him to that point. Okay, but that's just that's human nature. You when you see a guy that's shooting very efficient from the field and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying, and then he has a poor shooting slump or whatever, but the team is still winning or whatever, then naturally so they're still gonna find some way to capitalize on his mistakes. But having said all of that, Klay Thompson, the reason why I have him there is, like I've said time and time again, he does so many things on that floor. And look, in terms of his movement, is he up to speed like where I want him to be? No. But you know that once Klay is 100% and is able to move laterally, and on top of that, he's able to move, a little bit more quicker out on the perimeter, and also, keep up, with the pace of the game and stuff, and get his conditioning and his legs back and all of that stuff. Man, it's going to be a terror on the defensive end. Okay, on the defensive end. Let's stop focusing so much on, oh yeah, shooting and offensive wise and stuff like that. No, defensively, because that's why they're ranked number one defensive, or at least they were last time I checked, they were ranked number one. Them and Phoenix have been toggling one and two in terms of defense. But let's focus on defensively, right? And that's the reason why I got Klay as my guy on the Warriors, and he's an enjoyable player to watch. So what, he doesn't dribble that much. So what, he's not doing all the crossing over and stuff like that. Look, he moves without the ball well, and on top of that, he's a lockdown. I'll take him any day before anybody on that squad. And I know people get mad at me for saying that, but they think it's a knock on Steph Curry. No, because I like watching Steph Curry too. And Steph Curry is the MVP. He's been playing at the MVP level, even with his struggles. And if you take either one of them off of there, they're not gonna go. They won't go anywhere. They might get just a little bit, but they won't go as far as what some people might think. But besides that, man, it's a great thing for Klay to be back, to be running up and down, uh, feeling the joy. A lot of people don't know, like, when you have something that is taken away from you that you truly, truly love, you begin to appreciate it a lot more, especially when you have a chance to look on the sideline and survey things from afar. And he's had he's been doing that for the last couple of seasons, and it's also a mental battle too as well. So congratulations to Klay for being back out there, man. I hope that, more importantly, that he just stays healthy and he lets the game come to him. I don't want people to try to force the game upon him, and rush him to get back to where he was, 2 or 3 seasons ago. So that's all I got, man. I thank everybody for pulling up. Like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications. Until then, man, Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. I'll get at you later.